Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Radha Madhava ki, Srimad Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 4, entitled Creation of the Fourth Order, Chapter 15, King Prithu's Appearance and Coronation, Text 7. Maitreya Vacha Prasham Sankti Smatang Vipra Prashang Santi Smatang Vipra Gandharva Pravarajagu Gandharva Pravarajagu Mumuchu Sumanodara Mumuchu Sumanodara Siddhan Rityanti Svastriyaha Siddhan Rityanti Svastriyaha. Okay. Mataji's? Maitreya Vacha. And the great saint Maitreya said, Prashang Santisma, praised, glorified, Tam, him, Pritu, Vipra, all the Brahmanas, Gandharva Pravaraha, the best of the Gandharvas, Shagu, chanted, Mumuchu, released, Sumanadaraha, showers of flowers, Siddha, the personalities from Siddhaloka, Nrityanti, were dancing, Sva, of the heavenly planets, Striyaha, women, the Apsaras. Translation. The great sage Maitreya continued, my dear Viduraji, Viduraji. At that time, all the Brahmanas highly praised and glorified King Prithu, and the best singers of Gandharva Loka chanted his glories. The inhabitants of Siddhaloka showered flowers, and the beautiful women in the heavenly planets danced in ecstasy. So we continue reading, as said, or we should continue reading. But before that, should I speak now in the verse or later after I read everything? Oh, maybe I like this. Okay, so I was just a little bit during my reading distracted by this Vidurachi, because this comes from Prabhupada. No? This Vidurachi, there's no approaching by Maitreya towards Vidura in the verse. He says here, no, nothing. But so, because why does he Prabhupada say Vidurachi and not just Vidura? Why does he say anything at all? Because it's not there. Prabhupada, makes it more easy to understand for us in the translation. So the translations, there are purports inside. But why does he say Vidurachi? No? Because I remember when Prabhupada in the beginning, you know how Prabhupada was called in the beginning by his followers, by the devotees? Yeah. Swamiji. Everyone called Prabhupada Swamiji. That was his name, so to say. They called him Swamiji. And until some time it was okay, not long, maybe I don't know how long it was, maybe it was a year or two or something. And then it was Govindadasi, you know the story, huh? Yeah, Govindadasi. Was it Govindadasi? I think it was Govindadasi. You can correct me. There's some or other, she had a talk with Prabhupada, and this name came up, or Prabhupada mentioned something that the followers of a guru or acharya, what was it? Somehow or other, he told her that Swamiji is a third-class address. That was the point. Third class, is like a third-class address. Right? It's not so respectful. That's the point. It's not so respectful. And then she asked him, but how shall we, what is then a first class? She asked, what is a first class address? And then he said, Vishnupad or Prabhupada? And then she said, okay, well, how shall we call you then? Yeah? And he was a little bit shy on it, but he said, I like Prabhupada. No? So it was not that Prabhupada came into, I'm Prabhupada. It's a title, right? It's a title. And all our acharyas have the name Prabhupada, or title Prabhupada. Also Bhaktisiddhanta, Rupa Goswami. So this is a very, very honorable title, meaning he at whose feet all the masters sit. The Prabhus sit at his feet. Prabhu means master. Yeah. So, and then she let all the devotees know that actually we should not call him Swamiji. And it was, why? It's actually a nice name. No, Swamiji is actually a nice name. It's not bad. It sounds nice. It's very personal. Yeah, and she explained, and from then on, they said, okay, we don't want to call Prabhupada a name which he considers third class. So, but why does Prabhupada call here no Vidura Chi? Because it's not Swami Chi what is third class, it's this J-I in the end, which is Mataji. Yeah, we say Mataji. So it's not third class in a sense it's disrespectful, but it's actually, it's more, it's like, it's more, how to say, vertraulich, or how to say, yeah, intimate, or how to say. Yeah, informal. It's more if in German when you say chen in the end. Mädchen, Mataji. Actually, it fits then. Mädchen, Mataji. Actually, it's something which you call your uncle or your friend. It's like more personal, like this. And in that sense, it's not so respectful as Prabhupada says, because it makes you how you call a friend or a brother, like this. So Prabhupada calls you Vidura Chi. Vidura Chi. Yeah. Interesting. So. And so Prithu appeared, all the brahmanas glorify him, the Gandharvas sing, very nice if you appear somewhere and the Gandharvas start singing because you come. 2 days ago there was a very big celebration, probably none of you knows anything about it because we live behind the moon, right? Yeah, a new president in America was introduced. Huge, the whole world, everyone was looking at this, how it worked and this and that. It's a big thing, very, very big thing. And so when a big person comes, then it's not just he walks in and there's great person, and especially in this situation. So Prithu Maharaj came and the whole universe recognized. Maybe some sadhus who were living behind the moon did not know. Okay, avatars come and go all the time, right? Isn't it? No, so many avatars come and go, so it's nothing new. Nothing new. Wie sagt man? Nichts Neues unter der Sonne. Nothing new under the sun. No, but of course, if a respectful person comes, there should be a proper reception. And here we see the most proper reception, because at Trump's inauguration there was, I don't think there were the Gandharvas dancing, and maybe, because you don't see them, I don't know, maybe they were all there, oh great, a great king appeared, maybe, I don't know, I couldn't see them. So the Gandharvas came, and the very beautiful women, Striyaha, it said Svastriyaha, there. Oh, no, the Svastriya, the women from Sva, from the heavenly planets. And Prabhupada gives a translation in the word for word, the Apsaras. They're called Apsaras. The most beautiful women were dancing for the occasion. Yeah. So, I don't know how they danced, what kind of dance they do. If it's Bharatanatyam or... I hope not, but I don't know. No, stomping through the place. I'm not such a huge Bharatanatyam fan. Maybe in the heavenly planets this is considered very aesthetic and beautiful. Because in the Indra's court they are always dancing and always singing, isn't it? Said always dancing, always singing. In Brahma's court there's always a concert going on, and the best Gandharvas come because this is very, very entertaining. Who has not listened to music? Or who is not listening to music? Maybe some of you still have some music band which is like, I cannot stop listening to them. In general, devotees, I remember when I became devotee, it was not too hard, but I had many, at that time there were CDs, this round silver things. You know them? Some still know them. Not so common anymore, CDs. No? Everything is now streamed. You stream your music. But there was a time. Before, of course, you had cassetten. Yeah. Cassetten. Yeah, very impractical. CDs were actually also very impractical. So big, no? But the sound quality is better actually. And I heard the best sound quality you have in vinyl on a big LP. It has the best sound quality. Imagine, it's a very mechanical process. You have a needle which some or other transforms this touch with this vinyl to sound and set the best sound quality. Anyway, so yeah, it was, I had also many CDs and all that, and then become a devotee. And what do? You throw everything away, or you give it away, isn't it? When I joined, at that time, it was summer. Some brought some things to the temple in the ashram, maybe. I had a didgeridoo. I brought this in the ashram. I used it in the kirtan. You know what a didgeridoo is? No? Didgeridoo? It's like ancient, this is an Australian tribal instrument. It's like a long wooden pipe, more or less. Yeah, it's just a wooden pipe. And actually you can play with the pipe, you can play didgeridoo. Yeah. And that's why I can play sound conch so nicely, because you trained it with the didgeridoo. And traditional didgeridoo is made of eucalyptus tree. So, and this aborigines, the Australian aborigines, you know, Aboriginal tribal people, they don't have so much, science, so to say. And this is their instrument. That's like national instrument. I don't know if they have other instruments. Super simple. It's just this wooden, a eucalyptus branch of the tree, then they hollow it. Actually, traditionally, they searched for those which were hollowed already by the ants. Because they have the termites and they eat through, and then you have already a hole, and they make it a little bit bigger, and then you just blow on it and can make some sound with it. Simple sounds. Anyway, what I wanted to say is about music. So music is extremely attractive. Very, very attractive. It has a power, some magic behind it. And if the right music hits you, you're like attracted, you're drawn to it. Yeah? And people go to concerts and sit there and listen and get entertained by this music. Yeah. So imagine you hear Gandharvas making music. I wonder what kind of music. How does it sound? How can we compare it? Would it be more like our music? Maybe. I don't know. Actually, music. We play music definitely, but it's also a bit simple. It's the Hare Krishna mantra, some variations, some. We don't go too much into the music. We just use the music for glorifying Krishna and chanting. But music is a whole science. So would it sound more like traditional Indian music? What these Gandharvas do? Or does it sound more like, Western orchestra music, classical music? Or maybe like some thrash metal? You did this before? No, you know what this is? They call it headbanging. And a traditional and this metal music concerts, they only do like this. And they have long hair, they do like this, the whole concert. And if you do this, the next day your neck hurts like crazy. I don't know. If they do it regularly, maybe their muscles become strong. It's not such a problem. But this is how they do. And they always show this sign of the Satan. This is traditional. I don't know if the Gandharvas make music like this. I don't know. They make maybe this mudra. Yeah, this mudra looks a little bit similar, isn't it? They do like this, but we do like this. In the puja, we do like this. When you throw the grains in the fire. It's for a calf. It's not like for Satan. It's for a calf. Okay, so maybe the Gandharvas make like this. I don't know. Okay, Hare Krishna. I hope none of the Gandharvas is watching. You're making fun of us or what? They can be quite, envious. No? There was one great Gandharva. His name was Chitraratha. A very powerful Gandharva. Tall, big, strong, beautiful. And then he heard that one guy on earth had his name. How dare you? Have you ever met someone who has your name? How do you feel? Who is the original? Huh? Why do you have my name? Actually, I was once on book distribution in Portland, and I met a guy, and I introduced the books. He says, no, I know everything. I have all these books. Because I'm a devotee also. He didn't look like a devotee. And my name is Ananda Tirtha Das. And at that time, my name was Ananda Tirtha Das. Because before I was... what? Hey, come on. How do you have my name? I don't even look like a devotee. I was dressed as a brahmachari and all that. But this was the only time I met someone with my name. Yeah, because it's my name. It's me. Because we have this attachment to our individuality and personality. And if someone, or maybe someone says, oh, you look like this guy. And you say, I don't look like anyone. I look like me. Yeah. Sometimes we don't like to be compared to other people. So this Chitraratha was really offended, and he went down and said, there can be only one Chitraratha. And he challenged him to a fight, life and death. There was once a movie in the 80s called The Highlander. Es kann nur einen geben. Right? From this. Es kann nur einen geben. There can be only one of these Highlanders. They had to fight. So he fought with Chitraratha. And this Chitraratha was actually not some guy from earth. He was the king of the whole Vedic Empire at the time. He was the son of, actually Vyasadeva. Not Vyasadeva, this came later. He was the son of Satyavati and King Shantanu. He was the half-brother of Bhishma. And he was the king of the earth. Yeah. So anyway, they fought a long battle. It was not that the Gandharva could defeat him easily. He was very strong. This human was very strong. This king was strong. But in the end, he lost his life. Chitraratha was happy. Yes, only one Chitraratha. Yeah. So the Gandharvas are very powerful. And as said here, they have very beautiful striyaha. Striya means women. Yeah? And these are the wives of these Gandharvas. Actually, siddhas. It said here the siddhas. The siddhas showered flowers. This is also considered very auspicious and very respectful. If some great personality comes, you shower flowers on the person or on the way. Sometimes when Prabhupada came, sometimes nowadays even when I saw recently a short movie or video on Devamrita Maharaj's Vyasa Puja celebration, and he stepped out of the car and his devotees showered flowers on the path where he walked. Very, very respectful entrance. Very nice. So the Gandharvas do that, shower heavenly flowers. Nice, huh? Heavenly flowers. Not like our flowers. We have so many flowers here in the hallway. No? They look beautiful to some extent, but they don't smell beautiful. They smell like nothing. And every morning after Puja, the flower goes around, and it's like symbolic, symbolic smelling on the flower. And no one expects that it smells like anything, because we know it smells like nothing. And sometimes there's a flower which smells. We say, whoa, it's like a surprise. Oh, it's flower which has some smell. Phew, what's going on here? Satya Yuga started, or what's this? This cannot be, a flower which has smell. Actually, that's the point of a flower. Kali Yuga and flowers have no smell. Very rare. So I remember there was once there's a story told by one person. Actually, this person, it was the first disciple of Prabhupada. His name was Prabhakacharya. He was the first disciple, but in India. The first devotees initiated were not in West, one from India. And he was living with Prabhupada as far as remembered in Jhansi. You heard about Jhansi? Someone heard about Jhansi? No one? No? This is where Prabhupada founded his first temple. Yeah? When Prabhupada became like a vanaprastha and then retired from life, from material life, he wanted to start ISKCON. Yeah? Because he saw how it worked in the Gaudiya Math. But the Gaudiya Math at that time was so dysfunctional, because Prabhupada was a Gaudiya Math devotee. And nowadays we say, oh, Gaudiya Math. I don't know. Nowadays it's not so bad anymore. But there was a time when Gaudiya Math was like very bad. What? Do you know this, huh? Gaudiya Math is very bad. Still Gaudiya Math is very bad. Very bad. Because they are not us. No? They are not with us. They are not ISKCON or something. They're bad. Huh? Yeah, of course. And so anyway, but Gaudiya Math actually was the movement of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. Yeah, so he founded it. This was his, so say, ISKCON. Yeah, and then when he left, they had many problems, and it lost all its power, so to say, and it fractured in many Gaudiya Maths. And in ISKCON, almost the same thing happened. And when Prabhupada left, we know there was lots of problem in ISKCON. Was very difficult, and we were very lucky, or it was Krishna's arrangement or Prabhupada's blessing that it didn't happen to us. It could have happened that ISKCON becomes like dysfunctional, right? But it did not. ISKCON survived and was thriving, and we went through the problems, which doesn't mean we don't have problems anymore. Problems will always be there, but somehow or other we could manage and stay together and still have ISKCON. But Gaudiya Math dissolved, fractioned. There's still Gaudiya Math here and there, but they're all different fractions. There's not like one unit. And so Prabhupada was so frustrated with the whole thing that he left the Gaudiya Math. Right? And said, I cannot work with them. No. And he founded his own movement. Yeah. In like remembrance, or as he learned it from his guru, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. And how was he calling this movement? And it was in India. He started in India. How was he calling this movement? Huh? Yeah, the League of Devotees. That was the name of ISKCON, the first ISKCON, so to say, the League of Devotees. And the Prabhupada took some inspiration from actually a material, mundane organization, the League of Nations. The League of Nations was the movement, or how to say this, the institution before it was called United Nations. You heard about United Nations? It's a very, very big movement of the whole world. It was founded after the World War to prevent war. Very good, huh? Very successful, isn't it? Now we had this big World War, no? World War III and II. We had three. Two, and there will be never war again. We have now United Nations. We bring all nations together because they're all inside United Nations. And we talk, and before something happens somewhere, we talk it out, we prevent it. And Prabhupada was a bit critical about this because he said that didn't work. So many wars after the Second World War. Not in Europe. Okay, we had like Yugoslavia, we had some war. Even in Europe we had. Yeah. So then Prabhupada was critical and said, the only thing what they are doing, what they having, is just they have some flags in front of their building flapping in the wind. Yeah, so. But still, Prabhupada took the idea of uniting. Hast du die Augen gefunden? Die Münder gefunden? Ja. Okay, nur ist das nicht. Ja, nicht zu und nicht biegen oder so. Da muss gucken. Die sind. Jetzt mach erst mal ganz schnell. Ja, wollte ich nur sagen. So Prabhupada's inspiration was to bring devotees together, yeah? The League of Devotees. And the first place where he had it was in Jhansi. This is why this place is important. He could rent like a building, and there's an old picture. When you go online, put in League of Devotees, Jhansi, you see like a picture of this place. There's one photograph, and you see like the wall, or was it the fence or something, that's League of Devotees written, and you see a bit of the garden or something. You don't see much, but something. And he had a building there, and this is where he had his temple. Yeah? And one person was really inspired and surrendered to Prabhupada, and he wanted to get initiated, and Prabhupada initiated him. And his name was Acharya Prabhaka. This was his name, Acharya Prabhaka, first Prabhupada disciple. And then he wanted to make his movement there. He wanted to preach there and expand. But interesting how it ended, because there was a group of ladies, of influential people from the area, and they were searching for a meeting place where they can meet and drink tea and talk, more or less like this. We need a place for meeting and talking, and they liked Prabhupada's place. And they had influence, and they knew many, their husbands were kind of powerful in the area, and they took it away from Prabhupada. They had to leave the place that these ladies can drink their tea there. More or less, yeah. Tea or me, yeah, exactly. So, and then Prabhupada left. But the interesting thing is, Acharya Prabhakar told one ISKCON devotee, later on when I don't think Prabhupada left already. And I don't remember all the details, but it's quite amazing. That there was Jamastami, and Acharya Prabhakar was staying with Prabhupada in this temple, when he still had this. And they were just two. It was just Prabhupada and this one disciple of his, right? And he went to some celebration of Jamastami outside. They were not doing much in their temple somehow or other. And then, and Prabhupada was staying and was chanting the whole night. It was the whole night chanting. And then Acharya Prabhakar came back, and Prabhupada, he found Prabhupada in this temple room, singing and dancing and jumping in ecstasy. Prabhupada was jumping and singing, Hare Krishna, like really energetic. And Prabhupada had a huge flower garland, yeah, which was smelling like, he said it was this, he never smelled something like this before. The whole temple room was smelling from this flower garland. He offered obeisances and he asked Prabhupada what happened, because Prabhupada was so ecstatic and jumping and all that with this flower garland. And Prabhupada said, I was sitting here and chanting my japa, and suddenly Krishna appeared. And I was just, falling over, become ecstatic and crying, and he gave me this flower garland. And he gave me this flower garland. Because he said there were, I think it was kadamba flower, not kadamba flower, some special flowers, which were also growing in this area, but not in this season. It was not the season also for these flowers. And they were 5 times the size which they had regularly. So they were very unusual, very, very unusual. And Acharya Prabhakar told one ISKCON devotee the story, and this is on the Prabhupada Memories. When you listen to Prabhupada Memories, he told, and he himself said, it's a very amazing story. And he was himself very doubtful when he heard it, but he said it's Acharya Prabhakar, first disciple of Prabhupada, who was also, from a material point of view, a very honorable person, right? He was not some hippie or something. He was a very respectful person, someone who can be, he will not lie, why should he lie? Yeah. So just this too about the flowers. So flowers make the life very beautiful, beautiful, nice, smell. But yeah, see here one of these nice flowers. Prabhupada will appreciate. Okay. And so the flowers, they were showing the flowers, and these beautiful heavenly women were dancing. Yeah. Also, everything from the heavenly planets has a beauty which we cannot imagine. It's like flowers are more beautiful, men are more beautiful. Chitraratha, I guess, he's a very beautiful, attractive looking person. And also the women, extremely beautiful. And dancing in their way. So, then text 8. What else was happening? Conch shells. Conch shells. Yeah, we have conch shells. Bugles. What is bugles? Hörner. Yeah. Like this one, huh? Yeah, this simple. Yeah, this is the bugle. Everyone knows bugle? Like, simple instrument. Drums. Such drums? I don't know, maybe. Drum set. And what are kettle drums? Kettle drums are the big ones, no? Pauken. Yeah, how is it translated? Pauken, yeah, like this big. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, Kesselpauken. So they vibrated in outer space. And great sages, forefathers, and personalities from the heavenly planets all came to Earth from various planetary systems. So that's the reception. And when a great personality appears, then all other respectable people come. Yeah, no one will miss that. It's like an insult if you wouldn't come. Yeah. And then we have this verse 9-10. Lord Brahma, the master of the entire universe, arrived there, accompanied by all the demigods and their chiefs. Seeing the lines of Lord Vishnu's palm on King Prithu's right hand and impressions of lotus flowers on the soles of the feet, Lord Brahma could understand that King Prithu was a partial representation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Brahma was inspecting Prithu, and he saw these special signs on his palm and feet, which only Vishnu has. And he understood this is Vishnu appeared now here. Yeah, auspicious lines. There's also a Vedic science, I heard. Huh? Palmistry. It's also a Vedic science. You can see something in your lines, a line of your hands. You can see something of your character and all that. Very auspicious lines. Lebenslinie, yeah, one of those. I heard also one story, this was by Atma Tattva. Atma Tattva is also ISKCON devotee, was an Indian-bodied devotee, also nice in the memories. He said he was in South India for collecting life members, like life membership. And he met one person, and he showed the books to this person, and he was a palmistry guy, astrologer, palmistry, all that. And then when he saw Prabhupada's face, he immediately said, oh, he is a Mahapurusha. Yeah? Mahapurusha is someone who has certain bodily features which show that he is like divine descent, something like this. Yeah? And we often read this, that ears must be quite big, and hands to the knees, so everyone can stand up, check, am I a Mahapurusha? No. Oh, I don't know. The ears, quite big ears, yeah. Compliment. Oh, you have big ears, oh, thank you. Ladies, you have very big ears, great. Thank you, great. Yeah, so very big ears. Yeah, but yeah, probably big ears, that's great. And then, the person said he's a Mahapurusha, has all this wonderful science. And also physiognomy, yeah, which, it's interesting that how your features are of the whole body and how also the proportions are. And when your body on the face has certain proportions, it's considered attractive. They're actually rules of beauty, of attractiveness. Yeah? And there's certain, relations have to be kept. Because this is like the golden ratio. You heard about the golden ratio? It's very interesting. Huh? 1 to 1.6 something. Huh? The golden ratio. And when this is kept, then it's somehow considered beautiful. It's like a rule. Like also when you make cinematography, when I make a video, you have to if you keep the golden ratio for a certain angle, when you film from a certain angle, and when you're 16:9, you are not like completely in the middle, you're a little bit off the middle. When you look in this direction, it just looks beautiful. No? And so the body has also certain relations. Actually, I'm making now a video on this golden ratio and the number 108. And it's a whole thing now, but it's just interesting that in the pentagram, you know what a pentagram is? 5 star? Yeah. So there you have different angles to make it a pentagram. And the inside angles, like this very narrow angle, is 32 degrees. And the one angle which cuts here is this is 36, and this is 72 degrees. And when you add 36 and 72, it makes 108. Oh. So that means, No. Yeah, so you need 108 to get the pentagram, and the line which comes down and cuts this vertical line cuts at a certain place to make it in golden ratio. Yeah, like in this line, it's cut, and you can see in different points the golden ratio, which can only happen if it comes down in this certain angle. But the outer angle of the pentagram, when you make a pentagon, when you connect all the dots, it's always 108. Yeah, so a pentagon is a Fünfeck with an angle of 108. Yeah, so the 108 is very prominent in this geometrical figure. Yeah, and there's also one formula which is anyway, it doesn't matter. 2 times sinus 108 divided by 2 is the golden ratio. Yeah. Anyway, so interesting. Where did I? So Brahma was looking at these lines, and he said, "Oh, he is Vishnu," and he worshipped him. Then, one on whose palm bears the sign of a disc, as well as other such lines, should be considered a partial representation or incarnation of the Supreme Lord. Okay, so everyone can look now. You find a disc, then you are a partial expansion of the Supreme Lord. Do you see it? In the palm. Yes, yeah, I got it. Okay, very nice. Yes, I'm a partial incarnation of the Supreme Lord. Oh. Could interpret it in such a way. Okay, maybe I'm a YouTube avatar or something, I don't know. Okay, so in general, yeah, we might have good lines, but yeah, we will not have such signs. But it would be very good. Would be very good if someone would be a partial incarnation, Shakti Avesha Avatar or something. Would be very good for our community. Yeah. So, purport. There is a system by which one can detect an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Nowadays, it has become a cheap fashion to accept any rascal as incarnation of God, but from this incident we can see that Lord Brahma personally examined the hands and feet of King Prithu for specific signs. There are people who worship humans as God. There are humans who are worshipped as God. And Prabhupada knew that because this mainly comes from India. Because of, anyway, this is another point of view, but another topic. But there are gurus, mainly gurus, who are worshipped by their followers as God. Because they think like, oh, he's an, yeah. And Prabhupada definitely, he criticized this a lot because he knew them. Because especially in the 70s when there was a guru boom, there were so many famous gurus from India coming to the West. So many. And Prabhupada was kind of one among them. And so Prabhupada made this point, no, I'm not a guru who wants to be worshipped as God, I'm a servant of God. And now there's also, they are quite big now, a huge movement now. And I thought it's kind of a secret that their guru, that they worship the guru as God. I thought it's like, more a secret. But now it's not even a secret anymore because one of his disciples has a big podcast, nicely produced podcast. And in one podcast, he was discussing with his other devotee friend how their guru is God. No, to rationalize, to explain, to understand. So I thought I will watch this and make some maybe video on. Because now you can criticize it. If it's just like a rumor, because I heard before that when you go more into his circle and become more involved in this movement, then yes, the secret, he's God. Yeah, really, he's really. And yeah, so, but now it's not a rumor anymore, they say it publicly. Yeah, so I wanted to watch that, and because it's nonsense. It's nonsense. And we can say this from many points of view, but also from one that Prabhupada said, this is nonsense. They said to him, oh, there's one guru, his name, now he's dead, so it doesn't matter anymore. There's Sai Baba, right? It was a time that Sai Baba was very famous. And he's God. They say he's God, and they show the picture of Sai Baba to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada said, no, he's not God. He's not beautiful. Yes, because he has a huge afro, he had like a huge afro, and a flat nose, eyes, and it was old then also in the end, and I was doing all kind of nonsense. Oh God, he was really terrible, and it's really proven that he was, exploiting his disciples, also sexually. And this is what all of them do. All these gods do that. Really, they have finally, it was boring in heaven, and now I can exploit my disciples. And often the male disciples. Yeah, very weird. So, in their prophecies, the learned sages and brahmanas accepted Prithu Maharaj as a plenary, partial expansion of the Lord. During the presence of Lord Krishna, however, a king declared himself Vasudev, and Lord Krishna killed him. Before accepting someone as an incarnation of God, one should verify his identity according to the symptoms mentioned in the Shastras. Without these symptoms, the pretender is subject to be killed by the authorities for pretending to be an incarnation of God. That's a point. That's a point. Say you are God, capital punishment. Interesting. Nowadays you cannot do this because there is no capital punishment. And the other crimes which not, I heard there's one Iranian rapper who got now capital punishment. He got now capital punishment by the Iranian government because of blasphemous, probably. I don't know in which language he does his music, but he got capital punishment. I don't know if it's right. I will not say that it's right. But definitely some measures could be taken. Of course, in a godless society, in a godless government, they don't care if you blaspheme God or who cares. Yeah, it's not topic anymore. But if there's some sensibility for it, like in Iran, yeah, of course, then there are some repercussions for something like this. Okay, I end with one because Prabhupada mentions that even in Krishna's time, there was someone pretending to be Vasudev. You know the story? Yes? You know the story. Nobody? You heard about Paundraka. Yeah? Yeah, there was one great king. His name was Paundraka. Paundraka comes from the Pundra kingdom. Pundra, he was the king of the Pundra kingdom, so Paundraka. And he was thinking that he is Krishna. I'm Vasudev. I incarnated in this world to save the world and to deliver the devotees. And he was so proud that he wrote a letter to Krishna and challenging Krishna, saying, "How dare you pretend to be Vasudev? I am Vasudev. I challenge you to a fight." And there was one messenger came and he gave this message. I don't know if it was, I'm always confused, because always when it said there's a letter or there's a message, I don't know if it's the same Sanskrit word, because it was not in Kali Yuga, they need not writing and they send a messenger. So I wonder, was the letter a message spoken by this messenger, or was he really bringing a letter which was written? Sometimes it's not really clear how it was, Anyway, in this situation, it seemed to me that this messenger was speaking the message. And when he was speaking this really ridiculous message to Krishna in front of all his ministers, in front of all his kshatras in Dwaraka, he came into the court, right? Krishna was sitting there on this special seat. Next to him was Ugrasena, he was the king, and there were all Satyaki and Akrura and all these powerful personalities. So he comes in and he speaks this message. The real Vasudev, Paundraka, challenges you to a fight, and he says, you have to give up your conch shell and your disc and your lotus and your club. It's not right, it's improper that you pretend to be him, and he challenged you to a fight. And everyone was listening to this, and the reaction is, all start laughing like anything. The whole assembly just laughed like anything. It's so ridiculous. Who is this guy, And then Krishna said, tell him, I accept this challenge. I will come to him. I will kill him. I will show him what's going on. And Krishna, with a huge army, he accepted the challenge. He went there. It's a huge army in front of the gates of the city. He was at that time in Kashi. Kashi is Varanasi. Because the king of Varanasi, of Kashi, was his friend, and they were together. And then they came out, and there was a huge battle going on. And Krishna, of course, won the battle. And he killed also this king of Kashi with his Sudarshan chakra. And then they threw the head of the king of Kashi into the city. And the residents of the city, they thought, oh, our king, he killed Krishna. And now he threw the head of Krishna inside the city that we can be happy and proud that our king is so powerful. And they ran there and said, oh no, it's the head of our king. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, and the women came also because he had some queens and they were very sad and all that. But they said, he was playing with fire, you know. Okay, we understand it's our husband and we are sad, but he was stupid. You cannot challenge Krishna. They knew. Often the women know better than the husband. We have it with the Nagapatnis, right? Kalia's wives. They were more intelligent. They understood, Kalia, you're a fool. You are a husband, yes, but you know. And also the wives of the Brahmanas. Sometimes the women, they know more than the proud men. So, and then Krishna killed also this, and they said Pandraka, he came out in a costume of Vishnu, and with 4 arms. Somehow or other, he had a special costume, and he looked like Vishnu, like a Vishnu decoration, you know. And then Krishna saw that, it was like, oh, this is so ridiculous. But anyway, this is what you want, you know. Just surrender, you know. Bow down, give up, stop that nonsense, or you know, face the challenge. Or how to say. So then Krishna went back with all his army, and it was done. And you might say, oh, this is so mean or cruel. How can he do this? This is Kshatriya business. This is Kshatriya business. This is normal for them. For them, fighting and killing and dying, this is normal. Krishna says even in Bhagavad Gita, happy are the Kshatriyas for whom an unexpected situation for a fight comes. Because either he will win the fight, and the Kshatriya is very happy, yes, I won, I'm very strong, or he will die and go to heaven. The Svargadvara, the gates to heaven open for Kshatriya, who dies in an honorable fight. Kshatriyas are not they are mutig, courageous, brave, yes. Die sind keine Angsthasen. Yeah, Kshatriyas, they can fight. They have no, like you sometimes this big, and there are people like these fighters, boxers or martial art or this MMA. Yeah? They know they will get hurt. You know who goes into a fight or some situation where you know you will get hurt. Oh, ich will mir nicht wehtun. They go there, they beat themselves up. It hurts like crazy, but they are happy. They bleed, you know, nose is broken, they're completely messed up. They go, oh, this was a good fight. Isn't it? Yeah, you also Kshatriya, huh? You liked it also, huh? Yes, no problem, fighting. There's some certain pleasure in this fighting for the Kshatriyas. No, what is she? Riyasaki. She loves, she says, yes, fighting. Great. Yeah, also female fighters. So, this is their pleasure. They don't mind. Get hurt, sure, normal, no problem. We'll tolerate it. Kshatriya. So, and then Krishna went back, and the son of the king of Kashi, his name was Sudarshan. No, not Sudarshan. What was his name? I forgot his name. He was really, really upset that his father got killed, and he made a tantric yagya, a black magic yagya. And he created a demon who will kill the whole Yadu dynasty and destroy Dwarka and kill Krishna. And then came out a huge demon, came out of the fire yagya. What shall I do? No, powerful. Imagine you have some demon like this, powerful person who just abides by your order. Nice? It's like there was a... oh yeah. I don't know to whom we will send him. There was one movie, it was called Terminator. And in the second part, the boy, because the Terminator came, was Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course. And to protect this young boy. And the boy, when he realized, wow, you do everything I say, he was really happy. Imagine you have a Terminator. Wow, that would be cool, you know. Huge guy, you know. And destroy everything. Whatever, I'll protect you, you know. Yes, you're my Terminator. So, and then he sent this demon to Dwarka. And he made some, he appeared there, but he couldn't do much because immediately Krishna's, automatic defense system started. He has the best defense system. Now they speak about all this sky shield and all this special rocket system. Whenever a rocket will come, immediately the other rockets will shoot it down. Iron Dome. Israel has it's called Iron Dome. Right? No rocket can enter or something. So Krishna has the best system, is Sudarshan Chakra. Immediately Sudarshan Chakra chased away this demon. And the demon said, I haven't finished my mission. I have to kill. He goes, I was created for killing. I have to kill. And he said, if the demon cannot kill, he will kill him who created him. This is the black magic, rule. So he went back to Varanasi and killed the prince who created him. And killed him then. So Krishna Prabhupada refers to this story here, and you can read this in the Bhagavatam. But actually now remember, maybe I messed it up because I hope I was not mixing two stories. Because in one situation, this was the other one, where Krishna killed Banasura and his son was then the new king, and Krishna put him in place of, because one prince was inimical toward Krishna and the other was a devotee. Anyway, so this is all I wanted to say for today. Hare Krishna, any questions, any comments, please? Any comments by the Kshatriyas? Yes, fighting, very good. Boxing. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantaraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Nitai, Gaur Brahmanande.